Alright, JR Barone here. I'm going through a circuit right now. I'm going to give you an example of the type of circuit that I do on a typical training day. First thing we're going to do, I'm going to change up the variation on the push-ups. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the TRX bands. I'm going to put my feet in the TRX bands and I'm going to use these motocross handlebars. As you know, I train for motocross. I race competitive motocross, so the more of these we can use, the better. But this is good for anybody because it builds core stability. Just having your feet on the ground and using the motocross handlebars will create a lot of core stability. But when you introduce the TRX bands around the feet on top of it, it creates even more core stability. It really has to work everything. It's very difficult, pulls you off balance, you have to tighten everything up, and that's what we want. It also gets the pecs, it gets the tries, it gets the shoulders. It's an amazing exercise. After that, we're going to do a plank. Only we're going to do a variation of the plank called the 2 stability ball balancing plank. So you'll see that I'll put 2 hands on one stability ball, I'll put 2 feet on another stability ball, and I'm going to go into the plank position. What you'll also see is I'll add another variation on a couple of the repetitions where I actually come in slow to the stability ball, and that further brings in the chest, delts, tries. Then we're going to go to one of my favorites, and that's the Indu board. The Indu board is a board that is basically balancing. It's like a teeter-totter. Only the reason this is even more difficult than a small teeter-totter is because it moves from left to right. It's not fixed at any given point. I've seen these boards fly across the room 20, 30 feet. So you got to be very careful if you do these at home or you get an Indu board. There's a technique for getting on the board. You want to be very careful. Make sure you have some rubber mats around you. We're going to add a variation to the Indu board, balancing, and I'm actually going to work out my upper body while standing on the Indu board. So initially, phase 1 is just getting on the board. Phase 2 is actually bringing in more of a workout while standing on the board. And then last, we're going to be using this right here, and this is from Rogue Fitness. It's a super thin cable, and it's super fast. It's a steel cable with a little plastic around it, and it moves at a really, really high RPM. You don't want to hit yourself with this, it will leave welts. And I'm going to start with some singles, and then I'm going to go into double unders. Double unders require a lot of speed, a little more height off of the ground, and it gets your heart rate up enormously. So out of everything that I'm going to be doing, the double unders are probably going to get my heart rate up the most. So let's go ahead and begin.